All right.
It's all good. No pressure. We can take 10 of these. All right, we're joined by one of the officials in this tournament, Anthony Lapointe. Anthony, we've talked to players throughout the week. We obviously know how important it is for them. How important is it for an official?
I'd say it's pretty important. First of all, there's a selection process for this tournament. You got guys from all over Canada join here today, or this week for the tournament. And it's honestly important from start to beginning. You want to work hard. Our goal is to obviously get the final game for the gold medal. So what's best for us is to just work hard every game. And honestly, it's a tournament for players, but it's also a tournament for referees because you want to get that final spot on the ice.
So you're talking about getting that final spot, and obviously there's scouts in the stands for players. Is there anybody that keeps an eye on the officials? Like, I noticed you had a Q sweater on earlier, so obviously you referee the Q as well. Is there like scouts that kind of grade you and you have the chance to either go to the A or the NHL at some point based on your performances?
So I'd say yes. You never know if there's somebody in the stands, but honestly, you always got to work hard because you never know exactly if somebody can be in the stands. But I'd say there's at least one guy in the stands every game. Yeah.
Perfect. Another question for you. Reffing in the queue, obviously you've had your share of prospects come up. Who's been the coolest guy you've had the opportunity to ref?
Coolest guy in the queue?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. I would honestly. Oh, that's a pretty good question. In the queue, there's a lot of players. Coolest guy.
Or the biggest name.
Biggest name?
If that makes it easier.
No, I'll go with coolest guy. I'd say Sam Savoie for Gatineau.
Sam Savoie.
Yeah,
okay. I believe
honestly.
He's been drafted.
Yeah, he's been drafted. He's been to camp this summer. He's honestly, first of all, a beast.
Yeah.
And he's just like crazy on the ice. He's just like always going to fight hard. And always going to talk back to players. I just like that kid. I don't know.
Perfect. And the last question I have for you, before we get into your music taste, is what's something that's happened to you as a referee, like a blunder or something embarrassing that's happened on the ice?
Embarrassing.
It doesn't necessarily happen to you. You
can
pick one of your.
No, I got one. So I was refereeing a university game, youth sport game, back in Montreal, where I'm from, and it's actually at my own school. I go to McGill University, and I was refereeing McGill University against Concordia, and just before the start of the first period, I just wiped out in front of the whole bench, and I worked for McGill as well, so all my coworkers saw that, and I don't know, I heard them laugh from far away. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I refereed soccer, and I've been pinned a couple times with the ball, and it's always a big reaction from the crowd when a ref goes down. And the last question, I got tipped off that you have some interesting music taste. I often see you in the crowd pre-game, jamming out with your AirPods. What do you listen to?
Honestly, the last music I'm going to listen to before a game is "Let It Go," Frozen. That's a pretty good banger.
That's like any remix or just straight soundtrack from the film?
Just straight soundtrack for the film.
Wow, I was not expecting that. I knew it was going to be something strange. I was thinking maybe like T Swift, but "Let It Go" from Frozen.
Yeah, "Let It Go" from Frozen. That's
all right. Wow, I was not expecting that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to end it. I don't know what else to say. So thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I have your number. We're going to try and get you on the podcast, and we can talk more hockey.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thanks.
Thanks.